from 10 a.m. right now. You continue to be with CNN News 18. My name is Aisha Varma. There is some breaking news coming in right now. We're going to be focusing on that. This is a CNN News 18 mega exclusive. Pakistan is unsafe, and this is about high security risks. Now, the Chinese embassy has closed their consular section in Pakistan amid rising security threats push China to take strong measures. China is not happy with the Pakistani government. What has also been said is that if Islamabad cannot protect our citizens, projects and interests, we know the way. We can't do work and business in a grave security situation. Beijing has informed Islamabad about that, and China has announced a temporary closure of the consular section of its embassy in Islamabad until further notice. This is a big development. We're crossing over to CNN News 18's foreign affairs correspondent Abhishek Jha. Abhishek, over to you.
So clearly, Aisha, this is coming at a time when Pakistan is already dealing under a lot of economic stress and international isolation because of its crisis that is happening at the home. There is a political crisis also coming from of major opposition leader Imran Khan to the current dispensation of Shehbaz Sharif's government. And in this hour crisis, there is yet another instance where one of the closest friend and ally of Pakistan, China, has closed its consular service in Islamabad, and they have closed it without giving any further timeline or notice as to when this consular service will be open. And this is coming at a time when there has been increasing attacks on foreign nationals in Pakistan, especially on Chinese nationals. We have seen something like this happening in Gwadar, where Chinese engineers were attacked. And then there was this hotel where Chinese nationals they were also attacked. So the increasing security risk assessment that probably China has done for its own citizens in Pakistan. In the light of that assessment, this consular service has been closed. And
Mm-hmm.
also, China has advised and its citizens not to venture out and in public area without any security protection, and also to be very cautious whenever they are out in Pakistan. So clearly, a security threat assessment must have been a reason why this consular service has been closed. Uh, Probably we will have to know more about it as the days unfold, because currently China has given just one liner explanation that there is a
Mm-hmm.
technical reason why this consular service has been closed in Pakistan, and no further details have been provided.
Very big development because it's again about ties and a break in ties, it seems, between China and Pakistan. How is this likely to play out on the geopolitical front?
Uh, Clearly, this is an area where Pakistan has no face to save. In fact, the world has witnessed how nationals, foreign nationals, its own citizens, its own military establishment, its own police personnel, all have been targeted in past very systematically by fronts like the Tariq-e-Taliban Pakistan and other military militant organizations. In fact, in the last 2 3 months, we have seen stepped up, attacks on Pakistani military establishment. There was this attack on the mosque recently in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region, where more than 100 people were killed, and they're having attacks and attempts to snatch and rob police stations in Pakistan by militant groups. So you can see how emboldened and how confident these militant organizations have become in Pakistan, that they try to invade a police chowki or police station. They try to rob police persons uh, from their arms, and they also take hostage of police personnel, military establishment. And these things have happened in past in Bana garrison also. So clearly, a situation not very palatable for other foreign nationals or countries to see Pakistan as a very as a state which is stable, as a state which can provide security to its own citizens. And in that context only, we should read these incidences or these announcements by Chinese side also happening right now, that they are
Mm-hmm.
closing their transfer services, and all the office work has been shut for now, and
Mm-hmm.
no further notice or no further timeline has been given as to why this office has been closed and when this office will be open for Pakistani nationals.
All right, Abhishek, a few follow-up questions for this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the first sign of China and Pakistan ties essentially debilitating came when China had lifted its technical hold on Abdul Rahman Maki at the UNSC, correct? That was the first sign of these
Uh,
ties degrading.
So, Aisha, we can say that there was again a growing pressure on China also from the world community as to what's the kind of role that China is playing when it comes to listing dreaded terrorists who have been in the past, who have had a history and very established and documented record of being involved in heinous terrorist activities across the globe and specifically in India. So why China has been putting a technical hold on certain individuals? So China was actually coming under a lot of pressure from a world community and diplomatic community, and for that also it has to do a face saving, and for that probably it had to lift its technical hold on certain individuals with then were listed under United Nations Security Council's list of people or terrorists. And but at the same time, there has been very close, very strong coordination with China and Pakistan in a strategic sphere, in bilateral ties, in defense and security area. But that is the government to government coordination because of the strategic reason, because of the security reason, and because China and Pakistan both wants to counter India's dominance in this area. But at the same time, probably the people in Pakistan, people in various the pockets of Pakistan are not very much happy with the growing Chinese presence, both in terms of its economic heft, and this is why a reason probably why so many attacks have been recorded in past 2 3 years against Chinese nationals and Chinese assets in various regions of Pakistan. In fact, there was this whole CPC corridor that China has been building with multi-billion-dollar investment
Mm-hmm.
is continuously under threat and attacked by various military groups, militant groups, and we have seen how protests has been going on for months in Gwadar, where these Chinese nationals, the Chinese engineers, have been working. Maybe there is a growing similar dissatisfaction with a lot of Chinese presence and their economic heft that has been going on in Pakistan, and by this all security threats have been coming to Chinese nations.
Could you also explain how isolated this leaves Pakistan, considering that China is now closing their consular in Islamabad?
It is a time of crisis that probably that Pakistan has not witnessed in so many years in the past, because now we see World Bank or the International Monetary Fund, they are not allowing money or transfer of $1.2 billion going to Pakistan, and this is not just the IMF decision that will impact Pakistan,
Mm-hmm.
but if IMF does not allow Pakistan to have this transfer of money, other nations like UAE, USA, or Saudi or Chinese government, they will also have to stop short of announcing any such financial aid and assistance to Pakistan, because in an assessment, IMF's assessment of Pakistan's economic issue also tells how much of capacity Pakistan has to repay its loan
Mm-hmm.
or debt, and if it assesses that Pakistan doesn't have enough of resources that will be it will be able to repay the loan or debt, then
All
probably
right,
no
Abhishek, do
nation
stay
or
with us.
no
We're
friend
also
will
being
come to
joined by
Pakistan.
Pathikrit Payne, who is a security analyst. Mr. Payne, thank you so much for speaking to CNN News 18. Due to high security risks, and this is CNN News 18 exclusive, the Chinese embassy has closed their consular section in Pakistan. Can you explain what could have led to this?
Well, there can be multiple possibilities. The first and most profound being, of course, there are the economic situation in Pakistan is very grim, and Pakistan as a country is literally imploding from inside. There's a strong possibility of civil unrest, reaching disproportionate height. But at the same time, I think the bigger possibility of this heightened security measure is because the Tehrik-e-Taliban has literally waged a war against the state of Pakistan, and there are strong indications that Balochistan-based liberation insurgent groups have also joined hands with Tehrik-e-Taliban. And I think both of them actually know that the Achilles heel for Pakistan is, the Chinese assets. And if they hit Chinese assets, it hurts the Pakistani establishment more than anything else. There has been a series of attacks on Chinese assets. So the possibility of them getting emboldened and trying to attack even the embassies of the consulates of China cannot be ruled out. So I think that's one most important reason, perhaps because of which China is actually now taking, ultra precautions. And I think, this was about to happen someday or the other, because the way the Chinese have been usurping, assets and resources of places in Balochistan, some or the other day the locals would actually have, protested and revolted entirely. That protest and revolt, though, has been going on for a long time. Now it has already taken the shape of terror attacks. I think now they are emboldened even more to even attack the consulates or the embassies.
Now, Mr. Payne, one more question that I did want to ask you is how serious do you think this is when it comes to ties between Pakistan and China? Do you think this was action that was necessitated considering the situation in Pakistan? Or do you think that this does signal a big breakdown in ties between the two nations?
Well, I don't think the relationship between Pakistan and China is at its best right now for a long period of time. First of all, as we have seen that China has not bailed out Pakistan from the financial predicament that Pakistan is facing right now. Secondly, China has been asking the government of Pakistan to heighten the security setup and measures of the Chinese assets and resources and establishments. Perhaps to a certain extent, Pakistan has already done that, but the situation right now is so grim, and there is such level of financial crunch that Pakistan has right now. I think, in spite of their best intentions to secure Chinese assets, I think they have almost given up on the issue, on the possibility of Taliban actually having the upper hand and doing the attacks.
Absolutely,
So, of
Mr.
course,
Payne. Thank you
China
also
would
for
put
bringing
pressure.
us that information about how the TTP is also one possible reason for this action. We're going to be shifting focus now.